Hello, and welcome to Check It Out with Rich. If you don't know, we bought a new truck, and with the new truck comes a new tonneau cover. And I got the Gator SRX soft roll-up cover, and we got it off of realtruck.com. Someday I'd like to get a retractable hard one, but money gets in the way sometimes. So anyway, we're going to do a quick install video on this. So let me show you what all came in the box. Okay, we have the side rails. I have everything laid out, but this is the driver's side, and you can tell because it has a latch on it. And then I have the passenger side already over there. And then this is your cover and headrail. And then it also comes with 6 clamps. You have some foam that'll go on the ends here. We'll put that on in a minute. And then you have some tension blocks. And you have some bolts for in the headrail. You also have 2 hitch pins for in the tension block. And then 2 plastic washers for the bolts in the headrail. Now the tools I'm going to use some clamps, a tape measure, and a 1/2 inch and 9/16 deep well with a ratchet. All right, so let's get this thing on. All right, first thing we're going to do, we're going to take these foam pads, and that doesn't want to come off too easy. There we go. Okay, and they are just going to go, I got the wrong one. Okay, and then that is just going to go on each end, and you're just going to put it as best you can right there. Okay, I'm going to get the other 3 on. We'll come back to the next step. Okay, I got the foam pads on. So next thing we want to do, we want to take our rails and get these on, and then your rail is going to slide. Your rail is going to slide all the way up to the front, and then this is where the clamps come in at. Okay, we're going to put one here. Got that on. Come towards the back. Make sure it's level here, and get one in the back. There's not a lot of room back here to get that on, but it's on crooked, but it'll hold. All right, next thing you want to do is put your clamps on. Okay, now they say to put the clamps on 8 inches in and 8 inches back. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll get the front one first, and then the center one you just put halfway between the two. And then here is what the clamps look like, and then that'll go inside that notch depending on the height of your bed rail. And then there are grooves here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but trust me, there's grooves there, and there's grooves on here. So you want to make sure that this is inside those grooves. So let's get the front one on, and then we'll work our way back. Okay, I got this rail on. I'm going to get the other one on, but first I want to show you about the grooves in here. So I got my flashlight. We'll light the area up a little bit. All right, you should be able to see that, but the teeth are meshing up on that, so that's what you want. Okay, I'm going to get the other rail on, and then we'll come back. I wanted to add that on this side of the rail that goes up on your bed, there's some foam on there, so that'll help seal it. So, all right, let's get the other one on and be back in a minute. Okay, now I got the bed rails on, and then next we have to put these tension blocks in. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but these are numbered 4, 1, 2, and 3. And they said to put 4 facing up towards the front. And then you will put your hitch pin in the bottom hole in the front. I believe 4 is the least amount of tension. Each way you turn this, increases or decreases the amount of tension that's going to be in your tarp. When you're all done, you'll close it up. If it's too loose, then you'll jump up to the next tension. All right, so let's get these in. Okay, now you see there's a rectangle hole. So your 2 and 3 will go down into there. Now we have the number 4 facing forward. And then we will just go and put the hitch pin in the forward facing hole. Okay, that's in. I'm going to get the other side and then we'll move on to the next step. We just picked the truck up today from getting the bed sprayed, and Becky said how nice and clean it was. All right, that's it. Let's move on to the next segment. Okay, next thing we have to do, we have to put some bolts in this headrail. So let me show you how to do that. It's pretty easy. All right, so what you want to do is come down here, and then we need to take this out, slide that bolt in. It is a square head, and just slides right into there. And then you put this back. I guess that's all it goes. There we go. All right. All right. I'm going to do the other side now. So we'll just pull that out, slide the bolt in, and push that back in. And we're good to go. Okay, next thing we have to do is we got to take this up, put it on the front, and there was 2 holes. And then these bolts will go down inside those holes. So let's get up and get this done. Okay, now if you see, they do have a nice rubber flap on here, so that'll cover the front of the bed. I may actually go and add some a foam seal on there later. We'll see how this seals up. Now what you're doing here is you have to wrap this around. So your bolts are facing down, and then make sure your cords are down inside the bed. That one's in. And that one's in. And if you look here, okay, that's your tension block. And then that rides up on it. So if you'd move that around in different positions, you'd be moving this either forward or reverse. Okay, next I'm going to get the plastic washers and the lock nuts, and then get them on. And naturally, your washer goes on first, and then the nut. All right, I'm going to get the other side. Okay, once you start getting close to being snug, you want to go ahead and pull this forward into that block and then tighten it up the rest of the way. Now we'll get the other one. Okay, that's tight. Let me show you this while I'm here. These are your hold down straps for when you have it rolled up. And if you come back here and look, there's just a little loop there to hook that into. And the material feels pretty good. It's not real thin or anything. So I think for durability, it'll hold up pretty good. So let's get this thing unrolled and see how it snaps together. Okay, I'm going to close the tailgate because I'm curious as to how it's going to ride on here. Okay, now they recommend that you close your tailgate. Now, I had issues. This would not latch. If I dropped the tailgate, it would latch. And then I closed the tailgate, and it would close against this seal. So I looked at the directions, and they do recommend that you close your tailgate first, then latch it. Now, it's still a little finicky, but it does latch. And I had to make a minor adjustment. Let me show you what I had to do. Okay, if you look here, I see how that's above the rail. I had that pretty much level with this plastic, and I just brought it up a little bit, and now it latches. Um, I'm mostly pushing on this side. This is where the latch is. There is no latch over here, but okay, it's all good. So now what you want to do is go ahead and put your Velcro on. I'll get that side. I'll go over and get the other side. And that is it. It does seem to be a little off left to right. I may, once it warms up, because it's like 50 degrees now. So once this warms up, I may go ahead and see if I can adjust it this way a little bit, just so that it's even on both sides. But right now, there is no problem with it. Okay, so like I said, I got this off of realtruck.com. I can't remember the price. I think it was pretty cheap. I think around $250. So it seems pretty good. We'll find out once it heats up a little bit how it stretches out. I might have to do some adjustment. So anyway, hopefully this helps you out. And once again, thanks for checking it out. We'll see you all next time. Bye.